What's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to reach your first 100 subscribers. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys a secret tip that most YouTubers aren't telling you about. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lady Gray. My channel is all about cosplay, crafting, dance, and reviews. And recently, I've just hit my 100 subscriber mark. Thank you! Oh, thank you! You all are so wonderful! But seriously, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, this is the perfect time to do so. Subscribe. But seriously though, reaching your first 100 subscribers is actually really hard. Most YouTubers say that the most challenging part of their YouTube journey was reaching that first 100 subscriber mark. Heck, even my first 50 subscribers was honestly super hard. I mean, there were days that I was like,
I do not know if I can take it. Sometimes it seems like the whole thing is pointless. Like I am a loser and I will always be a loser. I do not know what to do.
You're right. All the effort is pointless. If you don't believe in yourself.
Now, when you reach 100 subscribers, YouTube unfortunately will not send you a beautiful plaque like this one, but what you do get is the ability to create your own custom channel link, which makes you look more professional and more trustworthy and overall more clickable. By the way, I could totally make a better one than this one. I'm just being silly with this. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's start out by going over what I call the 70s of a successful YouTube video. The 70s are topic, title, thumbnail, tags, timing, template, and thoroughness. Topic. Now, if you haven't already heard this, you're going to need to niche your channel down in order to really grow your channel. If you haven't already niched down, I recommend taking the time to really think about what it is that you want to do and be here on YouTube. You're going to want to make a video that is relevant to your niche, but also a video that people are going to want to watch. There has to be some interest in order for you to take the time out of your day to make this video, edit it, and post it. If you haven't already figured out your niche, but you have 2 or 3 things that you really love doing, I recommend starting 2 or 3 channels per niche that you are interested in, because in order to grow you have to niche your channel down so that when people subscribe they know exactly what they're getting. If you have a channel that's all about cooking and then all of a sudden one day you post a video that's about how to do an oil change, well, all of your subscribers are going to be like, what? That's so random and that's so not what I'm interested in. So you might actually start losing people. What you want to do is you want to stick to your niche. It's okay to have multiple passions, but you're going to want to start separate channels for each one of those passions that are not related to each other. Title. When it comes to your title, you want to make sure that your title is very clickable. You want it to be very click magnety. What you don't want to do is have a straight up clickbait title that ends up creating rage, negative comments, and people unsubscribing from your channel. There are certain key phrases that get people to click more frequently. Things like how to, the secret of, don't do this until. I recommend going online and looking up all the different types of titles that tend to get people to click on your video. Whatever you're going to title your video, make sure that the content of your video actually addresses what's in the title. For example, you would not want to title your video how to make pasta if then the whole video is literally about you going to the DMV. Make sure your title is consistent, realistic, and clickable. Thumbnails. Now, I hope you've already heard this from somebody, but thumbnails are extremely important. The thumbnail is literally the barrier that stands between the viewer and watching your video. Don't let your thumbnail look like this. Make sure that your thumbnail looks nice and neat, make sure the text is legible if there is text, and make sure it overall looks good and it makes people want to click on it. If you're not sure what type of thumbnail you should be using for your niche, what I recommend you do is go look at the most famous people in your niche and see what type of thumbnail they are using for their videos. Then try to replicate that and be inspired by that. I personally use Photoshop for my thumbnails because I already know how to use Photoshop. You can also use Canva, which is free and is used by a lot of YouTubers. There are a lot of desktop apps and mobile apps that are free that you can use to edit your thumbnails. Tags. You're going to want to use tags for each one of your videos. And when I say tags, I don't only mean the little section at the very bottom where you put all of your tags in the box, but I also mean that your title should be repeated in the description and you should be able to work all of the words in your title into the description in a very organic way that makes sense. Another thing that I've been seeing lately is people using hashtags in the description. If you are going to use hashtags, I recommend using no more than 3 hashtags. The algorithm recognizes videos where the tags match in the title, description, and tag section. So correctly using tags will increase your chances of ranking and therefore getting views and subscribers. Timing. Now this one is so important, and this one could really be a game changer for you. What is trending in your niche right now? If you can hit that trending topic at the right time, you're guaranteed to get a lot of views. One time I was actually able to hit a trend on my paranormal channel and my video exploded, and it's all because when the event happened, I was there and I literally spent all night long editing the footage, literally till 9 a.m. just to make sure that I was the first person to post about it, and I was. And guess what? The results really show, and it's all because I was on point with my timing. Is there an event in your niche that's coming up? If there is, then you should plan for being there, and you should plan on figuring out a way to edit that footage as soon as possible and getting it up literally as soon as possible, no matter what. Template. Now, what I mean by template is certain things that you repeat in each one of your videos, such as your intro, the way in which you ask for subscribers and comments, and anything that you do at the end. Most YouTubers like to put a little snippet of an action-packed, very exciting moment in the beginning, followed by an intro, a very short intro with maybe some music, and then the meat of the video. And at some point in time in the meat of the video, that's when they will maybe ask for a subscriber in a funny way or get you to comment something down below. This is what I call a template. Figure out what you want your template to be. Do you want to ask for your subscribers at the beginning or at the end or somewhere in the middle? What kind of intro do you want to have? What type of music suits your intro and your audience? I strongly recommend that you always come up with one question or more per video to ask your audience to comment down below. This way you can increase your engagement and also just kind of get a community vibe going. Speaking of questions, if you're a new YouTuber, comment down below how many subscribers do you have right now and what is your channel all about? Last but not least is thoroughness. Now I use this term as kind of an umbrella term to incorporate everything else that makes a video great. For example, how's your lighting? Are you using a very dark background? Are you shooting outside in the direct sunlight that's really harsh and makes you look kind of wonky? Make sure that you do a little bit of research to see what type of lighting is best for YouTube and get an idea for what looks good on you. I recommend that you buy a ring light for about 30 bucks on Amazon. This way you know you have decent lighting for at least your face. Whenever you can, it is good to use natural light, but make sure that you avoid very harsh direct sunlight. Another way to be thorough is making sure that your sound quality is decent. Now, I'm not saying you should spend like millions of dollars on like the most expensive microphone, but you want to definitely, when you're editing your video, make sure that you're not whispering and you're not screaming at your audience, because do you think somebody is going to subscribe to somebody who just blowed their ears out? No. If you're going to use music in your videos, make sure that the volume of your music and the volume of your voice are pretty much almost perfectly aligned, because there's nothing worse than listening to a video where the person is like practically almost whispering and then the music comes on and it blows your ears out. Thoroughness also involves your editing. Are you editing out all of your awkward silences? Is the pacing of your editing good enough to keep people's attention? Are you cutting your voice out a little too early or too late? Make sure you're editing your video in a way that is upbeat and fluid. Wow, you stayed with me this long? You deserve a secret tip. Okay guys, so here's the secret tip that a lot of YouTubers are not telling you. If you want to expedite the growth of your channel, there is a way to do it, and it takes a little bit of money. You can grow your channel for as little as $1 per day on Google Ads, or you can also use Facebook ads to expedite this process. Now with Google ads, be careful because there's a catch. YouTube doesn't recognize Google ad watch time as real watch time. Therefore, those hours of watch time that come from Google ads do not count towards monetization. But the subscribers that you will get do count. Facebook, on the other hand, it's kind of unclear. It seems to me at this moment in time that watch time does count, but just know that at any minute YouTube could totally just change the rules, so just don't have any expectations. But if you are looking to specifically gain subscribers, Facebook and Google ads, it's definitely a way for you to grow faster. If you're interested in doing that, I recommend that you go on YouTube and you look up one of the many helpful videos that explain to you in detail how to get through Google ads and Facebook ads. Well, that's it for today, guys. I really hope that you get to 100 subscribers. Comment below if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like bloopers and behind the scenes, check out my Patreon. I can't wait to see your awesome content, and I will see you guys in the next video.